the next inductee, no pressure.
He forgot.
Following Anthony. We're running a little short on time now. No. Our next inductee, also from the 70s, Scott Shaw.
Scott Shaw's BMX story began in 1978 when he was just 9 years old. One of many kids inspired by the daredevil stunts of Evel Knievel. Using scraps from the garage, Scott built his first ramp on the sidewalk in front of his home, chasing that same thrill of flight. When he found out that his neighborhood friend and rival, Todd Calfee, was racing BMX at the local YMCA, Scott had to give it a try. That decision sparked a lifelong passion. Through the late 70s and early 80s, Scott raced across Nebraska at the YMCA track, Spinnin Spokes, Gnarlsbad Raceway, and Crete BMX, even traveling to multi-point and national races throughout the Midwest. He joined Dietrich's Bike Shop team, racing alongside talented riders like Jerome Clark, Randy Dickerson, and Dave Frizzell, with his father Ed Shaw as team manager and shop owner Steve Lauer providing a cool team van. Those were unforgettable days. Scott might not have been the smoothest rider on the track, but he had raw power and never hesitated to go 4 wide in a turn. Years later, in 2003, Scott passed that same BMX passion on to his sons Hogan and Justin, introducing them to racing at Star City BMX in Lincoln. Before long, Scott was back on the gate himself, racing cruiser class and reliving the magic, sometimes even alongside the same riders he'd battled with decades earlier. The Shaw family became a fixture at the track, racing together for 5 years. Scott's wife Marla volunteered every weekend, and Scott even served as president of the Star City BMX Parents Group, helping grow the sport for a new generation. For Scott Shaw, BMX was never just about racing. It was about family, friendship, and community. From a homemade ramp in front of his childhood home to the gates of Star City BMX, Scott's love for the sport has come full circle, a legacy now forever honored in the Nebraska BMX Hall of Fame.
There you go. Congratulations. You come right up here in the middle, Scott. Chris, come on up.
Chris, you too. You're in the picture. Great.
All right, have a seat right here.
Here, push the button. I'll push it.
Thanks a lot, Anthony. I got to follow that.
Man, it is a tough one. You just want to go? You know what's so cool about all these is we see these men up here, and we're talking about a guy who started in 1978 at 9 years old racing. And what's the one thing about BMX that you can kind of tell everyone how it changed your life?
Well, I had, as the video stated, I had 2 BMX careers, one as a kid and one as a parent. And the parent side was much more influential on me, just being able to compete in a sport with my kids, ride the track with my kids. And you know, earlier today I was doing some math, and when you think about it, for a normal race, if you figure a race is 45 seconds and you run 3 motos and a main, and you're in age class and open, you got 6 minutes invested. And so, but really what's great about it is this. It is the time in between the 6 minutes when you're chatting and jumping and pushing each other to do, you know, different things and really just having fun.
That's awesome. You know, one of the things I saw in your bio was that you were inspired by Evel Knievel. Now, when your kids got into BMX, were you like, oh man, Evel Knievel? Yeah, I mean, or were you like, go for it?
Oh, it was go for it. And my youngest son, Justin, is here, and there's a story my wife doesn't like, where I was, Justin wasn't riding a bike yet, and it was just a push bike, a plastic one, and we had set a ramp up in front of the house, And he had went over it, and you know, it was funny and awesome. And so I went inside and I hollered at my wife. I'm like, "You got to come out here and see this." And he went about it a little different this time and ended up going over the handlebars of this little plastic bike, 15 stitches in the chin.
Oh, man.
And I was in trouble. But she's here, and she still allowed BMX to happen after that. So.
Hey, let's go back to your childhood for a minute, because, you know, recently I talked with Greg Grubbs about the inductees, and we both remember your father, Ed, you know, and how influential he was in not only your BMX racing, but in the entire Dietrich's team, and super friendly to all of us older riders at the time. And Greg reminded me that he said it was either Greg or Joe or me, he probably said it multiple times, because you were riding, we noticed your gear was way too hard for someone your age. And your dad said, you know, Greg, Scotty's a big boy. And Scotty was a big boy. Scotty was strong and muscular and bigger than most kids his age, and he had a lot of power, and that's what I remember most about you. And a lot of these pictures, you know, I've got archives of hundreds and hundreds of pictures, and I dug deep into them, and I found those last few that you probably haven't seen before that are in that video. And you know, you're right up there. You and Todd Calfee had some pretty incredibly close battles. I mean, Todd was hard to beat, and you were right in the thick of it, and all those other guys. So,
yeah. Is Todd here?
Yeah, Todd's
here.
here.
Oh, all right. You and I need to hook up later. I've been looking for you all night.
So yeah, I mean, I've just been super excited knowing that you were going to be inducted, and you know, it's probably been a long time coming, and you know, we really appreciate you. I appreciate knowing you, your dad, everything that happened in the 70s and 80s, and yeah, man. Do you have any other questions?
I just want to say it's probably has to be, I would imagine, a nice culmination with your kids that they get to see Dad up here in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Fortunately, my youngest son is here today. My oldest son lives in Minnesota, and so he wasn't able to make it. But
maybe he's watching the live stream.
Well, I doubt it.
So, well, hey, all we can say is congratulations, and man, it's great to have you in the Nebraska BMX Hall of Fame.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you, Scott. Good job, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.